Building a camper van is expensive, so any chance that you get to save money, you should definitely try and take that opportunity. But the thing is, it cannot sacrifice the quality of the build, because that is the most important thing.
We're Sal and Lou, and we've been building this L4 Peugeot Boxer into our dream adventure camper. We've already spent a small fortune, and now we're onto the floor. I want to save some bucks.
So if you're anything like me, you'll have watched about 1 million videos on YouTube about how to build a van, especially if you've got no skills like us two. So you'll have seen loads of people just jump in a car, run down to Wickes or B&Q, just grab whatever's on the shelf that they think they need, and then bring it back home and start fitting it in the van.
So today we're going to show you exactly what we bought and why, and not only that, how much money we actually saved.
And you would be surprised at how much you can actually save by thinking outside the box a little bit.
And shopping around.
Which Sal loves.
Yes, my favourite thing to do.
I hate it. If you're from the UK, you'll know that you've got B&Q and you've got Wickes, right? If you're not from the UK, I think they're in America like Home Depot, I think you guys call it, and I think the other one's Lowe's. They're essentially like the same thing. So that is where everybody goes for like DIY stuff. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to compare the prices from Wickes, we're going to compare the prices from B&Q, and then we're going to show you how much we spent so you can see exactly how much to save on each item so that you don't overpay. See, there's a bunch of different ways that you can build a floor, especially now that you've got this stuff like we've got on the roof, this closed cell foam. But what we thought is we're going to need 25mm thick foam to put on the floor, and that cost is going to rack up. Plus, the insulation value of that is good, but it's not the best. Now, the best insulation you can get for floors and stuff like that is what you use in households, which is PIR board.
As you can see, PIR board has got a much higher R value of 1.14 versus 0.71-ish on the closed cell foam. So that means it's 50 to 60% better at insulating your van. And if you're going to be living in this thing full time like we are, that's going to be a big deal.
So that's the route that we're going down. We're going battens, PIR board and plywood on the top.
So to cover your van floor in closed cell foam, you're going to need roughly about 6 metres, and finding this in 25mm is quite difficult, and it would take 4 rolls of this Dodo Superliner to get anywhere near 25mm over the whole 6 metres.
So for the battens, we used the blue roofing battens, which are 25mm by 50mm or 2x1, right? And those ones are really good because they've been treated and weatherproofed. And the most important thing, in my opinion, is that they are quite light because generally they're made out of spruce. So my top tip is when you go to buy some, if you go and pick them up, and there's some that are heavier than the others, obviously ditch them ones because they're probably made out of redwood. So most of these premium ones are made out of spruce or redwood, and you want the spruce ones because they're the lightest. Okay, so if you buy your battens from Wickes, you're going to be paying
£7.70.
£7.70, and that is for 3.6 metres. Then, if you go to the big orange place, B&Q, you're going to be paying
£7.47 for this one.
And that is only 3 metres. So where we went for our timber batten was neither of them two. We went to Jewsons.
£4.95 for, what's that, 4.8 metres? That's crazy.
That's right. So you get 4.8 metres for less money, right, than you would in both the other spots. So £4.95 for the battens. And we bought, I think, 7 battens.
Boffin Lou here, and we bought 33.6 metres of roofing batten. If we'd have bought that at Wickes, that would have cost us £71.90. At B&Q, it's even more, £83.66. But at Jewsons, it cost us just under £35.
Big up Jewsons.
Big up Jewsons.
Next on our list is plywood. So if you go to B&Q or Wickes, chances are you're not going to get the right kind of wood. It's probably going to be hardwood, and it's going to be like builder's construction wood.
And that stuff is heavy, and if you're building a van, the last thing you want is heavy. You do need strong. So when it came to our floor, we decided that we wanted the best of both worlds. So we went for a Poplar Core plywood with a hardwood face, because obviously you're walking up and down the floor all the time, so you need it to be hard wearing, but at the same time, you don't want it to be weighing like 23 kilos a sheet. This is going to be the main base of the floor. Now, we opted for 12mm plywood. 9mm too thin, it's going to be a bit bendy, and 15 plus. For me, I thought it was going to be too heavy. So we went for the happy medium of 12mm. Now, there's a few schools of thought, I suppose, on this. One is that this needs to be waterproofed, or you could buy marine ply. Now, marine ply is pretty expensive. So if you go to B&Q for a sheet of marine ply, you're talking 45 quid.
So for this L4 Peugeot Boxer, we needed 1, 2, 3, and just a tiny little bit. So that meant we had to buy 4 sheets.
4 sheets at 45 quid, that's £180 just on marine plywood. If you bought normal plywood from B&Q and you didn't really know what you were doing, you're just going to go down there, you're going to grab some 12mm ply, you're going to be paying this much. At Wickes, we couldn't find marine ply to get the prices for you for this one, so I'm guessing they don't sell it. But they also don't sell Poplar Core, which is what we got. If you're just to buy some normal plywood when you get that at Wickes, that is about 27 quid a sheet, and that is just your standard hardwood ply. Now, what we got is not that. As you know, weight is a massive, massive big deal when you're building a van, and the weight difference between this and a normal sheet of hardwood ply is substantial. It's a couple of kilos at least. So if you think across the whole floor, you're putting 3 and a bit sheets, so let's call it 3, and it's 2 kilos a sheet at minimum, you're saving 6 kilos, which doesn't sound a lot, but it all adds up in the end, right?
If we were to get all of our plywood from Wickes or B&Q, we were going to be spending £108. Now, we got ours from Jewsons, and we did spend a little bit more, but only £111.12. But we did save a load of weight.
So initially for the floor, we did decide we was going to use full poplar, but with the price payoff and the weight and the strength, we overall decided that this one we used was a lot better.
Yeah, because poplar, full poplar sheets of ply for 12mm, you're talking nearly £90 a sheet, which is just insane, really. But it is the softest of all hardwoods as well. So when you're walking up and down on it, I just wasn't convinced. So I didn't think the £80 a sheet was worth the couple of kilograms that I'm going to save. So you might be saying that's all very well and good, Lou, but you ain't got a waterproof floor, yeah? Because you've just bought some normal plywood from Jewsons at 27 quid. It's light, but it's not waterproof. Well, this is where this comes in.
For only £11 for this tin of polyurethane sealant, I didn't think that was too bad.
Next up, we're going to talk about PIR insulation board. So we used 25mm PIR on our floor, which was the same height as the Battens, and obviously we didn't want to lose too much height. And as you know, the insulation properties of the PIR is excellent already. So if we wanted to buy this from Wickes, it was going to cost us this much. That's right, so 30 quid a sheet. So 2 sheets, 60 quid to get that down on the floor in the van. And if you go to B&Q to buy this, you're going to be paying this much. That's right, so 30 quid a sheet there as well. So from both B&Q and Wickes, you're looking at 60 quid to cover your van floor.
Speaking of PIR boards, what we managed to do for this was shop around on Facebook Marketplace, and look what we managed to get hold of.
Don't watch that beeping, guys. It's annoying, isn't it?
Good morning, we are off on a bargain hunt today.
Yeah.
Right, what have you found then?
I have found some PIR board that I need for the floor, and it's an absolute steal. So I'm getting 2 sheets of it for 20 quid.
Nice.
So I think that's a bit of a steal.
Yeah, this is the baby van.
Are you doing a bigger one?
Just the right size to fit in the
Just fit.
perfect size of it, yeah.
And with certain materials, like PIR boards for example, you will find that a lot of people that have been building vans will probably have a lot of these bits excess, so it is a good idea to look around on Marketplace just to see what you can get hold of, because everyone's always got spare bits, right? Because not many people buy it to the bone where they've got the exact amount. So we have done a little bit of shopping around and we have found quite a few good bits.
For the 3 main components of building your van floor, you've got your battens, your plywood and your PIR. We've managed to save this much, which I just think is an absolute insane amount from just shopping around and not just doing the easy thing and jumping in your motor, heading down to B&Q and Wickes and just buying whatever's on the shelf.
So in total, B&Q would have ripped us off for just over 251 quid. Wickes would have been slightly cheaper, but not much, at 240 quid. But we got an absolute steal for £165.77p.
And spending £11 on some polyurethane varnish for this plywood means that we're getting a water resistant plywood floor without spending a fortune on marine ply, because that stuff's just expensive and it's super heavy. Remember, this is not going outside. We're not trying to water seal a boat or anything like that. So we don't need marine grade ply for the floor. We're talking minuscule amounts of condensation, which we've already protected against by having PIR and then vapor barriering that floor over the battens with the foil tape. So there is no need to be overspending on your campervan floor, because for me, this feels like fully achievable. It feels like a good budget option, because now we have got a strong floor, we've got a light floor, and we've got one that's going to be resistant to moisture as well, and it's fully insulated with the best insulation that you can get for a floor.
Right guys, if you've made it this far and you've enjoyed this video, give us a little hype, then tune in next week where we're going to be probably building the floor a little bit more.
Please subscribe, because we're going to be building this van to completion and we've never done it before, and you can learn with us because every time we do it, it's for the first time. So you know what that means, don't you?
Yeah.
Peace out.
Thanks for watching.